The LLM program in entrepreneurship at Duke provides students with the tools and experiences necessary to lead, advise, or participate in a variety of entrepreneurial experiences. We combine academic work in the classroom with direct experience through the Practicum, and this combination of the academic and the practical really makes the program different.
The Law and Entrepreneurship program offers 2 degree options: the one-year LLM for those who've already earned their law degree, and the JD LLM dual degree, which can be completed in 3 years.
We're building a different kind of lawyer. We're building a lawyer who has all of the traditional skills that a lawyer has, so that these are people who are solution-oriented. But in addition, they have an ethic about them, and it's one of change and optimism and leadership.
This is definitely not a 4th-year law school. From the get-go, when we were planning this program, we said this is not just more about case books, this is not just more about the dialogue around the Socratic method. This has got to be a very different experience that's carried out within a law school.
People think of lawyers as risk-averse, closed-in, narrow-minded, and this is a program that's pushing those boundaries and saying, okay, how can we be creative?
From advising on intellectual property issues, to questions about the formation of entities, to regulatory issues that seem to always come up with entrepreneurial companies, to partnership issues and capital formation, lawyers play a critical role in the entire life cycle of the entrepreneurial process.
Now I can also participate in their new ventures program. And now I can help counsel their entrepreneurs. Tell them about equity splits. How do you allocate equity to the co-founders? What do you do with your money? What kind of people do you need on the team?
The 2 biggest benefits that I felt like coming into this program were, 1, distinguish myself academically, but 2, adding to that network, which really helped propel me into this position at Latham & Watkins.
Duke sits in the heart of the Research Triangle Park area in North Carolina, which is really one of the most innovative, exciting, vibrant entrepreneurial communities in the country.
We, number 1, have a top-flight university with great medical school, business school, law school, which just has amazing talent. And you have an entrepreneurial community in RTP, Research Triangle Park. Durham itself is doing a lot in this space. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
The Practicum is really the centerpiece of the LLM and entrepreneurship program at Duke. It's meant to take advantage of the multiple interactions that students have with entrepreneurs and members of entrepreneurial teams, and it really puts into place a forum through which the students can experience what's actually going on in startup companies.
Kip Fry, our professor, had a venture capitalist come in and talk to us about that community and what it's like being in that community. And after the class, I was able to talk to her about my curiosity in that field, my interest in learning more about it. And from that, we had more conversations. I went to the VC firm, and now I'm actually working there as part of my practicum and I'll be working there until we graduate. And so I've been able to learn just a lot of stuff that I didn't ever expect to be able to learn.
Well, I worked for SOAR Triangle, which is basically, it's a SOAR organization. It helps female entrepreneurs obtain VC funding. The people that work with SOAR, one is the head of the American Underground, one had worked with Bill Gates when Microsoft was a startup. They were brilliant entrepreneurs who basically were trying to help women gain equal footing. And it was great.
I'm going to be working with Duke Angel Network, which is a brand new organization here run within the university. And I'm actually going to be looking at startup companies that are affiliated with the Duke network, whether it's Duke students or Duke faculty or Duke alumni, and assessing, what these companies look like, doing some due diligence, and then going out and talking to investors who are also members of the Duke community and figuring out the right investment opportunities for them.
We are putting students into startups. We're putting them into entrepreneurial ventures where they can use the tools that we have given them in the first semester and where they can learn by doing. And so that's something that we are able to do here.
During my year of the program, I interviewed for a position at a large semiconductor company, a publicly traded company in Durham. I received that position and I ended up going to work for that company for about a year, a little bit more than a year.
John came to us through the Practicum, and he worked for us for a few months. That's how we got to know him. And he very quickly got involved in all aspects of the business. He was working primarily with our CFO at the time. We saw that the difference between sort of what he brought to the table versus what outside counsel brought to the table. And outside counsel, while very versed in the legal issues, wasn't versed in a lot of the business issues that we have. They weren't in it day to day. And so John, it really opened our eyes to what we might do as we got bigger, how we might begin to integrate sort of legal more directly into the business.
For me, the position at Reverb Nation is kind of the ideal position. I'd been looking at going in-house for a long time. I've been looking at general counsel positions.
We actually sought him out. We actually went out and tracked him down and to get him to join the company. We had exactly one candidate, John Michelle.
In the case of our recent LME grad, he provided significant value to us, and I think he actually liked it here. We tried to hire him after it was done, and he needed to move for other reasons. He couldn't stay in the area.
Coming to Duke as I did, already an attorney and already an entrepreneur, I was able to get the classroom training that I did not get in my original JD program. Studying from some of the best faculty in the world, being surrounded by some of the best students in the world, I was able to gain insight into the venture capital world that I didn't know before. I was able to participate in so many hands-on clinic opportunities, and then through the internship with the LLM program, I was able to go back to my original law school at UNC and work there in the entrepreneurship space. So after attending the Duke program, I believe that I'm a much better lawyer, I'm a much better businessman, and I believe that my clients or my customers benefit from that.
Many people come to entrepreneurship sort of through a back door. They worked at a large company and they're looking for something different. I think a program that funnels people with these specialized skills into startup companies at the beginning really provides a great opportunity both for the students and for the community to have people who are so well trained and so enthusiastic about this chance.
I think it's definitely interesting, it's challenging, and it's engaging. For example, one of the classes I'm taking right now, it's called Invention Application, and we're actually given real inventions from inventors in the Duke community. And we have to pick one of these inventions, and then we have to actually build a company around it. So it's not just some hypothetical, it's real life. And we actually write a business plan for this inventor, and then we can stay on and actually work with the company after graduation if we choose to.
The professors in the administration listened to the students. When we asked for something, they said, hey, we could make it happen. You want to sit down with someone from big executive from Apple? Sure. A big CEO from X? Sure. Or do you want to have lunch with these guys? Sure.
One of the most advantageous aspects of the program is the Startup Ventures Clinic, and there isn't that many spots open for students. So being a JD LLM in the Law and Entrepreneurship program, we get guaranteed access. And that's going to give me a chance to work directly with the startup company, either one or two, over the entire semester. And I'm going to be like working under a lawyer, but acting as a lawyer.
If you're thinking about a career in anything small business, anything entrepreneurial, the skills that you can get in a very short period of time at Duke are well worth it.
One of the most important aspects of any entrepreneur is flexibility, and we try to make that true in the LLM and entrepreneurship program as well. Everything from networking to providing one-on-one meetings with entrepreneurs to facilitating experiences that some of the students might request. Because we're in such an active and vibrant community here at the law school and in the RTP in general, we're able to respond to those requests from the students and really try to make the experience tailored to them, really responding to their particular needs and interests.
I think what I enjoy most about the LLM-LE students is that they have thought about what they value in their practice and in their life, and they are committed to entrepreneurial ventures or entrepreneurial businesses.
But what's important here is to understand that with the program that you're seeing the interactions of law, human behavior, and commerce in the entrepreneurship setting that gives you peculiar insights and experiences as to how law functions on the ground in an entrepreneurial economy. And that is an unusual program in law schools in America.
This program is for creative people who know what they value and are excited about doing something new and fun and plotting their own course. That's fundamentally how it's different.
What we're trying to do is to create an educational experience where students can understand the entire gamut of contributions that those with legal educations can make to start up entrepreneurial activities, and to make those both real and easy to experience in a one-year period.